Hey guys, it's SodaPop195. Welcome to a top 5 list. This top 5 will be top 5 DLC characters I want to see in Smash Bros. 4 for Wii U and 3DS. My only rule for this list is no returning characters from any previous Smash Bros. Games. Alright, without further ado, let's get this list started. Kicking off this list is Rayman at number 5. I would like to see Rayman because he's one of my personal favorite video game characters. I mean, he's so cool. He can use his different lums to attack and use his helicopter to fly. Some of his other attacks could be his ground pound from some of the 2D Rayman games, and maybe his smash can be some sort of like goofy Glowbox epic combo majigger that we really funny and cool. I mean, you know, he's a pretty goofy character at times, you know, so I wouldn't be surprised if they would do something like that. Anyway, I think that's enough about Rayman. Let's head on to some of the other awesome characters on this list. Next up on this list is Paper Mario. I think Paper Mario would be a very interesting character. Why? Because he can use many of his party members to do multiple of his attacks. I think it would be pretty cool if he were to use like Bow and Vivian for some of his side steps. He could also do some things with his other party members too, like maybe like he can like throw Koops, or Bombette, or Bobbery, maybe even use some of his pixels from Super Paper Mario. I think that would be a pretty cool concept. You know, he could use his hammer as some of his standard attacks. His final smash could be like one of the special moves in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, like Showstopper or Earth Tremor, whatever. Anyway, I think that's enough about Paper Mario. Let's head on to the next character. Next up on this list is Amaterasu from Okami. I think Amaterasu would be a very cool character to add in. She could use some of her reflector as her normal attacks, and even some of her other moves, like her brush techniques, to attack. I think she'd be a very cool character. She can also attack using some of her other weapons too, such as like the sword, or some of her other amazing brush techniques such as Power Slash, Cherry Bomb. She could also use stuff like Wind, and maybe for an up special she could use Vine to grab onto ledges, sort of like Link's hook shot. Anyway, I think that's enough about this awesome character. How about we move on to the next character? Next up on this list is Chrono from Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is actually my favorite video game of all time, so of course I'd want the main character to appear in Smash. Chrono could use some of his special tech moves, such as Cyclone, or Spin Cut, or Slash to attack. His final smash could be his triple tech with Maro and Lusa, Delta Force. I think Chrono would make an interesting character to be appeared in Smash, so hopefully Nintendo will put it into consideration, crossing my fingers. Anyway, on to number 1. My number 1 pick for this list is Melia from Xenoblade Chronicles. I think it would be cool if Melia could do what Shulk does in his fights in Smash Bros. He could boost up one of his stats but lower one of his others. I think that would be a very cool concept, because that is what Melia is all about in Xenoblade Chronicles. For his final smash, it could either be a chain attack like Shulk's, or it could be creative like something like Mind Blast or one of her other very powerful arts. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this list. It was very hard to make because I got all this gameplay footage myself. It was either from a Let's Play that I've done that I got the footage from, like the footage you're seeing right now, or I got it myself from just recording it. So, I hope you all enjoyed this list. It looks very bad, I have to admit. But, peace out everyone!